श्रीचक्रवरदाचार्यं शुद्धसत्त्वगुरुत्तमं श्रीनिधिं राघवं वन्दे ह्यपारकरुणाकरं नन्दस्य मन्दिरे पूर्वं पार्थस्य स्यन्दने ततः नवनीतभुजे गीता नवनीतसृजे नमः. Krishna Leela takes us to the world of no return. With the support of Kiran Vedantam and his men, it's my pleasure to share here in the city of Bern the nectarine Leelas from the golden urn. Namaskaram to all. At the outset, I wish to convey my thanks to Kiran Vedantam and his team, and also Malolan Swami and his family, and also Anup Swati family from Geneva, and Astikas you all for giving me this sweet opportunity to deliver a sweet lecture in the sweet city of Bern in front of a sweet audience on the sweet topic Krishna Leelas in Gokulam. Because this is the sweetest of all topics. Because anything related to Lord Krishna is always sweet. There is one stotra called Madhurashtakam on Lord Krishna. Adharam Madhuram, Vadanam Madhuram, Nayanam Madhuram, Hasitam Madhuram, Hridayam Madhuram, Gamanam Madhuram, Madhuradipater Akilam Madhuram. You know, the birthplace of Lord Krishna, that itself is Madhura. Madhura means sweet. Adharam Madhuram, Krishna's lips are sweet. Vadanam Madhuram, his face is sweet. Nayanam Madhuram, his eyes are sweet. Hasitam Madhuram, his smile is sweet. Hridayam Madhuram, his heart is sweet. Gamanam Madhuram, his gait is sweet. Madhuradipater Akilam Madhuram. Anything related to Lord Krishna is sweet. His foot is sweet, his flute is sweet, his suit is sweet, his boot is sweet, his root is sweet, his lute is sweet. Everything related to him is always sweet. That's why in our India there is one famous sweet stall called Krishna Sweets. Because anything related to Krishna is sweet. So we are going to enjoy the sweet Leelas of Lord Krishna now. Let us just embark on a virtual journey to Gokulam. Because Kiran Vedantam, while giving the topic itself, he has clearly demarcated Krishna Leelas in Gokulam. Because we have to mentally transport ourselves to Gokulam for the next 75 minutes. Don't worry, this is only a mental journey, not a literal journey. In literal journey, we will experience flight delays, change in flight, traffic jam, all other problems, and you may not be sure whether we return at 8 p.m. or not, but you don't worry, we all will return back to the same hall in Bern by 8 p.m. Now, let us embark on a virtual journey to Gokulam from Bern, where in that Gokulam, our Krishna is in his toddler phase. 2-year-old Krishna, he is just playing with all his friends in the street in Gokulam. This toddler Krishna is playing. One fine morning, all the friends of Krishna, including Balarama, rushed to Yashoda Ma and they told her, Mama, please come outside. See what Krishna is doing. Yashoda asked, what is he doing? In Bhagavatam, Shukabrahmam says, Ekada Kridamanaste Ramadya Gopadarakaha Krishno Mridam Bhakshitavan Iti Matre Nyavedayan. They all went to Yashoda Ma and told her, see Krishna, he is eating mud. While playing in the streets, Krishna is just taking mud with his hands and he is consuming it. Mama, please come and see. We all advised him, no, you should not do like this. You should not consume mud. We told him, but he doesn't obey our orders. He doesn't obey whatever we say. He is still consuming mud. Oh ma, please come and see. Yashoda was shocked. On one hand, she was angry. On the other hand, she was concerned. Because if my child consumes mud, it may lead to ulcer, it may lead to gastritis, it may lead to digestive disorders, it may lead to diarrhea and all other diseases. Oh my God, my son is consuming mud. Yashoda immediately came out. Sa grihitva kare krishnam upalabhya hitaishini Yashoda bhaya sambranta prekshanaksham abhashata. Krishna, he was caught hold by Yashoda through his hand. Yashoda pulled Krishna and asked him angrily, Oh Krishna, what are you doing here? Krishna said, No ma, I am playing with my friends. No Krishna, tell me the fact. Tell me what did you do? Krishna was just frightened. No, he won't be afraid of anything, but he is just acting as if he got frightened. Oh ma, I didn't do anything. Yashoda said, I know. Did you consume mud or not? Kasman mridam adantatman bhavan bhakshitavan ragaha vadanti tavakahyete kumaraste grajopyayam. Tell me, did you consume mud or not? No, ma, Krishna said. You consumed mud, I say. No, ma. Hey, all your friends are saying, Balarama is saying, everybody says, you consumed mud. Krishna said, Naham bhakshitavanamba sarve mithya abhishangsinaha yadi satyagirastarhi samaksham pashyame mukham. Naham bhakshitavanamba, I didn't consume, ma. Hey, all these people say you consumed mud. They are all telling lies, ma. All are bad boys, bad friends, including Balarama. All are bad. They are all telling lies. Sarve mithya abhishangsinaha. Oho. That means you alone are speaking the truth. Is it so? Asked Yashoda. Yes, ma. I know nothing else other than truth. I am the good boy. I only speak the truth. Everybody is speaking, telling lies. Okay, then open your mouth. Yadi satyagiras tarhi samaksham pashyame mukham. Okay, ma. Let me open my mouth. You can look into it, Krishna said. Haven't you heard any rhyme related to this? There is one famous rhyme. Johnny, Johnny, yes papa, eating sugar, no papa, telling lies, no papa, open your mouth, ha ha ha. This is actually Krishna Leela. Our Krishna has done everything many hundreds of years ago. But our children have failed to read Krishna Leela. That's why they go to school. This Leela has went from continent to continent to continent and has become an English rhyme. And when the school teacher teaches the child, Johnny, Johnny, yes papa, and the child comes to our home and says, Johnny, Johnny, yes papa, we are all enjoying. Oh, how well my son is reciting this rhyme. Actually, this is Krishna Leela. So, as devotees of Krishna, we should teach our children these two verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. In the 8th section of the 10th chapter, Kasman mridam adantatman bhavan bhakshitavan ragaha vadanti tavakahyete kumaras tegrajopyayam nagam bhakshitavanamba sarve mithyabhishangsinaha yadi satyagirastarhi samaksham pashyame mukham. When I delivered the discourse in this way, one person asked me in some other place, Sanskrit shloka is difficult to chant for children. Is there any alternative? Okay, let us do one thing. Let us transform Johnny, Johnny, yes papa to Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, yes amma, eating mud, no amma, telling lies, no amma, open your mouth. Now as Lord Krishna opened his mouth, what did Yashoda see? Yashoda was expecting that she may find out some speck of mud inside Lord Krishna's mouth. She was expecting that. But as Lord Krishna opened his mouth, he wanted to satisfy his mother very well. You don't look for small amount of mud. Our ex-president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, to aim low is a crime. Don't aim low. Don't look for small amount of mud. I will show you the entire universe. Everything I will show. Satatra dadrishe vishwam jagatstasnu chakham dishaha sadri dvipabdi bhugolam savayu agnindu tarakam. Krishna opened his mouth. Yashoda was able to see all the 14 worlds, the entire Brahmandam. The upper 7 worlds, Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. The lower worlds, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. Now, just like we zoom in Google Maps, Yashoda just zoomed into the Bhulokam among the 14 worlds. Still zoom in our Bharata Desham. Zoom in Gokulam. In that Gokulam, one Yashoda was standing in front of Krishna. That Yashoda asked Krishna, open your mouth. Again Krishna opens his mouth. Now zoom out, 14 worlds. Zoom in Bhulokam. Zoom in Bharata Desham. Zoom in Gokulam. There one Yashoda was standing in front of Krishna. And that Yashoda asked Krishna, open your mouth. That Krishna opens his mouth. Again the same. Zoom out, 14 worlds. Zoom in Bhulokam. Zoom in Bharata Desham. Zoom in Gokulam. In that Gokulam, one Yashoda was standing in front of Krishna. She asked Krishna, open your mouth. He again opens his mouth. This goes on and on. How many times? Till you clap your hands. Because clapping your hands has got many benefits. I can list out. First benefit is, in US they conducted a research and found out that people with asthma, people with block in blood vessels, people with back pain, people with nervous disorders, when they clap often, they can get rid of all these diseases. When you clap in spiritual discourse in front of the Lord, you can get double benefit as well. So you can always clap, that is good. This is point number 1. Point number 2, if anybody among the listeners just slightly sleeps, not in Burn, in other places. Burn people are always attentive. In other places, if somebody sleeps, if you all start clapping, that sleeping person will wake up. Not only that, the speaker may also sleep on certain occasions. I should not accuse you, because speaker is also prone to become a sleeper. If the speaker also sleeps, if you clap, that means you have to wake up. Hey, you have lost your concentration, you are sleeping. It will be a wake-up call. And also, number 4, there is one more reason for clapping. Do you know what it is? In our college days, cultural functions, they will conduct. No, if some chief guest comes and he keeps on speaking, we will clap. That means you have to stop your speech. But our chief guests are not so sharp. If we clap, they assume that the students like my speech very much. He will start speaking for 15 more minutes. But I won't do that. I will finish by 8 p.m. So this goes on and on and on. Yetat vichitram sakajiva kala swabhava karmashaya linga bhedam sunos tanau vikshya vidaritasye vrajam sahatmanam avapa shankam. As Yashoda saw all these things, she realized, my son is not an ordinary mortal. He is not a human being. He is not a cowherd boy. He is the Supreme Lord. Vayyam எழும் கண்டாள் பிள்ளை வாயுளே வாயுள் வையகம் கண்ட மடநல்லார் ஆயர் புத்திரன் அல்லன் அருந்தெய்வம் பாயசீருடை பண்புடை பாலகன் மாயன் என்று மகிழ்ந்தனர் மாதரே. Vishnu Chitta Periyalvar says, as Yashoda saw all the 14 worlds, she realized he is not an ordinary child. He is God. But Krishna thought for a while, no. She should not realize that I am God right now, because Krishna wants to enjoy the maternal love of Yashoda. If she realizes that he is God, she will start distancing herself from him. So Krishna just cast his Maya on Yashoda. Maya is the divine potency, Shakti of God. He cast his Maya, as a result of which Yashoda got selective amnesia. Whatever happened in the past 15 minutes, Yashoda forgot everything. Ittam vidita tattvayam gopikayam sa ishwaraha vaishnavim vyatanon mayam putra snehamayim vibuhu. That 15 minutes, in our Tamil they say, nadula konja pakata kaano. Some pages are missing in the middle. Yes, now Yashoda, the past 15 minutes, just like after you listen to a discourse and go outside, whatever happened in the last 75 minutes, we will forget everything. Similarly, whatever happened in the last 15 minutes, Yashoda forgot everything and she saw Krishna. Krishna appeared as her own child. Maternal love just sprung from her heart. She hugged Krishna and fed him with mother's milk. Sadhyo nashtasmritir gopi saropyaroham atmajam pravriddha sneha kalila hridayasit yathapura. Now, whatever Krishna had done so far was just a trailer. He is going to show the main picture hereafter only. Just he shows a trailer. If I go out of my home, whatever Leelas I am going to do, just have a glimpse of the trailer. Now as Krishna grows up from toddler, he is now grown up into a 3-year-old boy. He started doing all kinds of mischiefs in all the houses in the cowherd clan. All through Gokulam, no house will be spared. Nobody will be spared. He will enter into every house and perform a lot of mischiefs, and the entire Gokulam cowherd clan was ruled by the 3-year-old Krishna. He is the ruler. He is the controller. As per his wish, he will go anywhere and do anything. This was going on, and every morning a long queue of gopis can be seen at the entrance of Yashoda's home. Gopikas will assemble as a long queue at the entrance of Yashoda's home. Why? To complain about Krishna. Krishna came to our home, he did such and such mischief, to complain about him. Because if some children keep on shouting from the backside, then at one stage I will start complaining. Oh, that child is shouting too much, please control. We will just tell something to those parents, right? So if a child is uncontrollable, we will give some complaint to the parent. Similarly, Krishna is uncontrollable. He is doing a lot of mischiefs in each and every home. So all Gopikas, they assembled in front of Yashoda's home. This has been vividly described by Shuka Brahmam in Bhagavatam. One fine morning, Krishna is 3 years old now. Yashoda comes out of the house. She saw a long queue. Hey, why this long queue? Is any Upanyasam has been arranged and people have registered and come for Upanyasam? Why this long queue? She asked. Krishnasya gopyo ruchiram vikshya kaumara chapalam shrinvantyah kila tanmatuhu itihochu samagataha. They said, we have come to lodge complaint about Krishna, your son. Is it? What did he do? They said, control your son, hold back your son, check his mischiefs. Vatsan munchan kvachida samaye krosha sanjataha saha. The first gopi, she says, do you know? What did your son do? Do you know? Yashoda said, I don't know. Only if you listen, you know. If you are speaking in the last row, how can you know? So if you listen, you can know. What is it? Yashoda asked. That gopi said, Krishna came to our home. I had tied all the calls. Krishna let loose all those calls and those calls started running. This has been put in Tamil by the great mystic Saint Periyalvar. கன்றினை வாலோலை கட்டி கனிகள் உதிர எரிந்து பின்தொடர்ந்தோடியோர் பாம்பை பிடித்து கொண்டாட்டினாய் போலும் கன்றுகள் ஓடச் செவியில் கட்டெரும்பு பிடித்திட்டால் தென்றிக் கெடுமாகில் வெண்ணெய் திரட்டி விழுங்குமா காண்பன். He just lets loose all those calls and those calls start running. I have to run behind them, catch them and tie them again. And then I asked Krishna, oh Krishna, why did you let all these calls loose? I asked him. He smiled. I came to let the calls loose. I did, and my job is over. I am going back. He is just sarcastically smiling and going. Please control him, she said. Okay, due action will be taken at the right time, Yashoda said. Just like they say in government offices, due action will be taken at the right time. They never use active voice. They use only passive voice. Those who are well versed with Indian governments, they will know this. They always say, I will do this action. They won't say, action will be done at the right time. They always use passive voice. Why no active voice? Because nobody will be active in government service. Everything will be passive. So they use only passive voice. While giving instruction also, they won't say, you do this. They will say, this should be done. No active, only passive. Yashoda said, due action will be taken in passive voice. The next gopi said, Yashoda asks, what's your problem? She says, Steyam swadu atti atadhadipayaha kalpitaihi steye yogaihi. You know, your naughty Krishna, your son, entered into my home without my knowledge, stealthily consumed milk, butter, curd, everything from my home. And as he was escaping, I caught him. Hey, what are you doing? I asked him. He said, I came, I saw, I stole, I consumed, bye-bye. And he is going. Oh Yashoda, control your son. Hold back your son, she said. Yashoda said, due inquiry will be conducted at the right time and due action will be taken at the right time. Okay. The next gopi, number 3 comes. She says, Markan Bhokshyan Vibhajati. Do you know? He stole butter from my home. He didn't eat that butter. He gave that butter to a monkey and that monkey was eating that butter. She asked, did I churn all curd and extract this butter just for your son to give those butter to useless monkeys and the monkeys are eating that butter? No, I can't tolerate this, she said. Even today in Vrindavan, you can see many naughty monkeys. Krishna only made them naughty. Because these days, if you go to Vrindavan, monkeys will come and take away your spectacles. Only if you give fruity to those monkeys, monkey will return your spectacle. Because Krishna started by giving butter. Now those monkeys have developed and become fruity monkeys. They themselves consume fruity. Now it was started by Krishna. Markan Bhokshyan Vibhajati. Yashoda said, okay, I will look into this matter. Next gopi, number 4, she says, Sachennati bandam binati. I did one thing, that gopi says, pretending myself to be very intelligent and very smart, I emptied all the vessels. Because only if I keep something in my vessels, Krishna will come and steal. I emptied all vessels. I hid curd, butter, milk, buttermilk, ghee, somewhere else. I kept only empty earthen pots all through my home. Krishna came. He saw all those pots. I thought Krishna will be disappointed. No, he said, only if there is some substance in it, these pots have some value. When you have no food item, why should you keep these pots? Krishna broke all those pots and went away. At least he spared the pots in other homes. He would steal butter, milk, everything. He will spare those pots. But in my home, I hid all those food items and kept empty pots. Vennai vizhungi, verungalattai verpadayittu adan osai ketkum kannan. He just broke all pots and went away. I have got permanent damage. Others temporary damage. For me, it is permanent damage. Next gopi said, leave her. My situation is even worse, she said. What did Krishna do to you? She says, Dravya labhe sagriha kupito yatyupakroshyato kan. I hid the utensils as well. I hid both the food items as well as the pots, utensils, vessels, everything. Then what did Krishna do? My child was sleeping in the cradle. He pinched the child and went away. The child started crying. Do you know what is the most difficult thing in this world? Putting the child to sleep. That's the most difficult thing in the world. Because even now you can see many children are shouting in the back. Parents find it very difficult to put them to sleep. Even after hearing my discourse, they are not sleeping. Just imagine. Because even while feeding the child, they have found out a way. Give mobile phone to the child. If the child looks at the mobile phone, nothing will flash across its sides. Everything it will forget, and whatever you feed, the child won't worry about it. You can feed anything, it will be engrossed within the mobile phone. But to make the child sleep, it is very, very difficult. That gopi says, Krishna has taken revenge on me by waking up my child. How can I put that child to sleep again? Thus, Shuka Brahman gives a long list. The next gopi says, 10th skandam, 8th adhyayam, 30th verse in Bhagavatam, Hastagrahye rachayati vidhim pithakolu kaladhyehi chidram hyantar nihita vayuna shikya bhandeshu tadvit dhvantagare dhritamaniganam swangamartha pradipam kale gopyo yarhi grihagrityeshu suvyagra chittaha. That lady says, I wanted to stop Krishna from stealing anything from my home. Do you know what I did? What did she do? We say Shikya Bhandam. In Tamil, they say Uri. Uri means hanging pot. She hid all the butter, curd, milk, everything in hanging pot. Shikya Bhandam. Krishna is a little lad. How can he climb to that much height? And how can he consume all those things? So I hid everything in the hanging pot. But do you know what did your son do? He came to my house, he put one mortar over another and he climbed upon those mortars and then sent his hand inside that Shikya Bhandam, and from that hanging pot, Karandanar Palum, Tayirum, Kadaindu Urimel Vaita Vennai, Perandaduve Mudalaga, Petariyen Embirane. He just sent his hand inside, picked up the entire butter from that hanging pot and consumed everything. Yashoda, if your son continues to do all these things, you will face serious consequences, she said. Now, this has been further expanded by Swami Manavala Mamunigal in his Gopala Vimshati. Swami Deshikan has composed one Gopala Vimshati. Swami Manavala Mamunigal has composed one Gopala Vimshati on Lord Rajagopala of Mannargudi. In that he says, one Gopika goes to Yashoda. She says, I was sleeping. I was not aware of Krishna entering into my home. I was not aware of Krishna stealing milk from my home. I was not aware of Krishna consuming that milk. Yashoda asked, then why are you complaining? You are not aware of Krishna entering. You are not aware of Krishna stealing. You are not aware of Krishna consuming milk from your home. Then why are you complaining? No, Krishna only made me complain, she said. How? See the verse. Mitrair jutto vrajagrihawaran sampravitto hrittaha shikhye bandadi abhinavapayo dadyupayatani hritva pītva krishna swayamapichatan payayan palayan mam ayasyattat yuvati nayana kshira phutkarakari. I was sleeping. I listened to Upanyasam of Venkatesh and I was sleeping happily, and Krishna came inside, he stole milk, he consumed the milk and he saw I was sleeping. No. How can you sleep? Krishna came to me, he just spit that entire milk on my face. Hello, I only stole all this milk, he said, and then went away. Just imagine how blessed that gopi was. How blessed she was along with the Lalamritam of Lord Krishna. For us it is saliva, for the Lord it is nectar. Krishna came to her, just spit the entire milk on her face. Hello, I am Krishna, son of Yashoda. I came to your home without your knowledge. I stealthily consumed milk and I have spit that milk on your face. Bye, he went away. You take care of your child. Now, Yashoda herself caught Krishna red-handed one fine morning. This is explained by Swami Deshikan in Gopala Vimshati. In his Gopala Vimshati, Hartum kumbhe vinihita karaha swadu hayyanga veenam dritva dama grahana chatulam mataram jatarosham payat ishat prachalita pado napagachan natittan mityagopas sapadinayane milayan vishwagopta. Krishna likes hayyanga veenam very much. See this beautiful verse. Hartum kumbhe vinihita karaha swadu hayyanga veenam. What is hayyanga veenam? Fresh butter is called hayyanga veenam. Okay, what is the Sanskrit word for butter? Navanitam. Then what is the difference between navanitam and hayyanga veenam? Usually in Upanyasam question answer session, audience should ask question. Upanyasagar should answer. Yes, 7:50 to 8 we will have that. Actually, there is a small difference between Navanitam and hayyanga veenam. To put it simple, we all know oxygen, O2. In laboratory, when they synthesize the new oxygen, they call it as nascent oxygen. The difference between nascent oxygen and normal oxygen is the oxygen which was synthesized earlier is called oxygen. The freshly, newly synthesized oxygen is called nascent oxygen. Similarly, butter which has already been churned earlier is called navanitam. The fresh butter that emerges while churning curd, it is called hayyanga veenam. Krishna loves hayyanga veenam more than navanitam. The fresh emerging butter, hayyanga veenam. As Krishna saw that hayyanga veenam, Yashoda Ma was just churning curd. Just she went to kitchen, Krishna saw hayyanga veenam. Wow, my favorite, fresh butter. Krishna just put his hands into the pot to gather that hayyanga veenam. Hartum kumbhe vinihita karaha. Thirumangai Alvar in Siriya Thirumadal exactly puts this in Tamil. Tarar tadandolgal ullalavum kai neeti arada vennai vilungi. Hartum kumbhe vinihita karaha swadu hayyanga veenam. The same verse both in Tamil and Sanskrit. The hand is within, but Yashoda came back, caught red-handed. Now Krishna is standing. One hand is outside the pot, the other hand is inside the pot. It has collected the hayyanga veenam as well. Yashoda comes, oh, hey, thief, butter, bandit. After stealing in all homes, you are trying to steal in our own home, is it? Dritva dama grahana chatulam mataram jatarosham. Yashoda got angry. She took a rope in her hand. She said, I am going to beat you. I am going to tie you to the mortar, she said. Krishna, payadishat prachalita pato napagachan natittan. Krishna was in a dilemma, whether to escape or to stand. Napagachan, he didn't go run away. Natittan, he didn't stand as well. One, he has to stand there. Two, he has to run away. He did neither of those. Why? On one hand, he didn't want to get punished by Yashoda, so he wanted to run. At the same time, this hayyanga veenam is attracting him. He didn't want to leave this hayyanga veenam, so he is standing. He was unable to go. He was unable to stand. Na pagachan, na tishtan, not moving, not standing, not moving, not standing. Yashoda comes closer. Yashoda with the rope. Yashoda trying to beat him. Krishna got afraid. As whenever we get afraid, the first thing we do is we will close our eyes. The first thing, whenever we are afraid of something, before doing anything else, even before shouting, involuntarily, it's a reflex action, we will close our eyes as if he was afraid. Mithya gopaha sapadi nayane milayan Vishwagupta. Krishna closed his eyes and Yashoda, oh, my son has got afraid. No, I should not punish him. Yashoda just kept that rope down. Krishna picked the Hayangavinam and ran away. Why should Krishna steal butter like this? Why does he love butter so much? Is there any reason? Butter alone is not tasty. Many tasty things are there. Our acharyas give a beautiful explanation here. It is also sung by Tirpan Alvar in Amalanadipiran. Kondal Vandanai Kovalanai Vendayundavayan Yen Ullam Kavardanai Undergo Nani Arangan Yen Amudinai Kandakangal Matrondrinai Kanave. Our body is a pot. The soul is the butter. Just like he breaks the pot and takes the butter, he leaves away our body and takes the soul, which is his own property. For that, we should do only one thing. Just like the butter is of pure white color, we should keep our soul pure white, depending on the Lord alone and none else. If we develop that kind of devotion and a pure white heart like butter, you need not go in search of Krishna. Krishna will come in search of you. Butter did not go in search of Krishna. Krishna comes in search of butter. Similarly, if our heart is pure as butter, you see, butter is a mature state of milk. Initially, it is raw milk extracted from the cow. Then it becomes boiled milk. Then it becomes curd. As we churn the curd, then we extract butter. So it is a mature form. Similarly, we have to mature ourselves from Parabhakti, Parajnanam, Paramabhakti. As we develop that devotion and become pure like the white butter, you need not go in search of Krishna. Krishna will come in search of you and take this soul, which is his property, and that is the butter. But there is another problem. Can we call Krishna as a chora? We call him a thief. He has a pet name, Butter Bandit. Can we call him a butter bandit? Is it right? Navanita Chora. Chora means thief. Is he really a thief? Why? Yes, exactly. Only when a person takes away another person's property, you can call him a thief. The entire universe is Krishna's property. He is taking away his own property. How can you call him a thief? How? No, everything is his home. Every home is Krishna's home. If Krishna says, that girl's home is mine, will you deny it? Even our heart is also a home of Krishna. If you say he steals Jivatma, Jivatma is also property of Krishna only. He can definitely steal this Jivatma, take away this Jivatma. That doesn't mean that he is a thief. Then why should we call him a thief? Butter bandit, Navanita Chora, why? Because he steals some other thing. When you listen to the episode of Krishna stealing butter, immediately he steals all our sins, our papams. They are our own properties. We have only committed a lot of sins, lot of papams. You listen to Krishna Leela till 8 p.m. At 8 p.m. if you go out of your hall and check your Android app for balance papam, sin balance, nil balance it will show. This is true act of stealing. Stealing means, just note this point, the classical identity of a person who steals something is, he will steal that without the knowledge of the owner. The owner should not realize that he is stealing, then it will not amount to theft. You see, these days cyber crime, a person will call, you please tell me the 16-digit number in your card. If we believe him and if we say the 16-digit number in our card, immediately we will check nil balance in our bank account. So without our knowledge, he has stolen everything. That is cyber crime. We say pickpocket. Similarly, Bhagavan picks all our sins from our pocket and pockets them somewhere else. So he is the real pickpocket. Without our knowledge, he takes away all our sins. So he is the real thief. He is Papa Chora. He steals away all our sins. Now, though Krishna stole butter on many occasions, you see the benefit of clapping is those children stopped shouting. Because of the clap only. So I have to thank you. I clap for you. Thanks. Since you clapped, those children became silent. Now, the most important episode in this childhood pastime of Krishna is Damodara Leela. What is the Damodara Leela? Dama means rope. Udara means abdomen. Dama, Udara, rope over abdomen. Yashoda tying a rope around the abdomen of Krishna and binding him to a mortar. Next question, what is a mortar? In Sanskrit, we say ulukala. In Hindi, they say ukal. In Tamil, we say ural. Okay, what is that mortar? Because these Gen Z children, they ask, what is that ural? What is ulukala? What is ukal? I did Upanyasam in Dubai once about Krishna Leela. One boy stood up, he asked, what is that ural? I explained, this is used for such and such purposes. It can grind all grains. It is in the form of 8, everything. Still he couldn't understand. I told him, Yashoda bound Krishna to a grinder, I said. Grinder everybody knows. Because whatever job grinder does today in your home, the same job was done by mortar in those days. So it was the ancient grinder. So if our children commit so much of crimes, we can bind our children to the grinder. If they shout during Upanyasam, they will be bound to the grinder. Because grinder will be present in all people's home. Okay, let's come to the topic. So Damodara Leela. Dama means rope. Udara means abdomen. Krishna was tied with a rope around his abdomen and bound to a mortar by Ma Yashoda. This is explained by Shuka Brahmam in the 10th skanda, 9th adhyaya, 1st verse. Ekada grihadasishu Yashoda nandagehini karmantara niyuktasu nirmamanthas swayam dadhi. Yashoda, she was the chief of all cowherders women. But one fine morning, all the other servant maids were engaged in other domestic chores. They had many-sided preoccupations. So there was nobody left to churn curd. So the chief cowherdess Yashoda, she herself came to churn curd and extract butter. Krishna saw this. Krishna immediately rushed to Yashoda. Why? Why? You know the answer. Hayyangavinam, fresh butter. Krishna came. Yashoda saw, hey Krishna, why did you come here? Krishna said, I am a good boy, ma. A good child should help its parents while they are doing domestic chores. If parents are engaged in domestic work, a good child should always help. I am an obedient child. I am a good son. That's why I want to help you. Yashoda asked, hey, I am churning butter. How are you going to help me? Krishna said, ma, you do one thing. You catch hold of one end of the rope. I will catch hold of the other end of the rope. Let us churn the curd together and extract butter. Okay, Krishna, let us do it. Okay, Yashoda on one side holding one end of the rope. Krishna on the other side holding the other end of the rope. They started churning. As they started churning, all the devas assembled with plate and tumbler in their hands in a long queue. A snake started shouting, alas, alas, oh my God, a snake was shouting. Mahalakshmi looked anxiously. Parvati, goddess Parvati saw this scene. She locked Lord Shiva inside a room. Why? Your Upanyasam is vague right from the beginning, but this is totally vague. Nothing. The same Lord churned the ocean of milk. That time, nectar, amritam emerged. Devas consumed that. Now the same Lord is churning a ocean of curd. So Devas thought, whatever emerges, we can consume. So they came with plate, tumbler, everything to consume whatever comes out. Why should a snake shout? Alas! Oh my God! Snake was shouting. Vasuki. Because it was used as rope while churning Milky Ocean. If this rope gets cut, Krishna may call me to become a rope. Already my body is full of plus plasters and lot of wounds. I can't come again. It was shouting. Now, number 3. Mahalakshmi was looking anxiously. Why? When Milky Ocean was churned, Lakshmi emerged and married Lord Narayana. Now he is churning an ocean of curd. If a rival wife emerges, what can I do? Mahalakshmi was looking. Parvati Devi locked Lord Shiva inside a room. Yes, because when the poison emerged, they called Lord Shiva to consume that poison. Parvati thought, if another poison emerges, they will call my husband. He is my husband pledged for social service. No, I won't let him. Parvati locked Lord Shiva. This scene was going on. But our Krishna just got tired. Ma, I got tired, he said, because he is planning to steal that Hayyangavinam. That's more important. Hayyangavinam has emerged. It is about to emerge now. Krishna said, Ma, I am tired. Yashoda said, I already knew that, Pa. You cannot do all these things. You are just a small boy, 3 years old. You come, I will mother feed you. Yashoda placed Krishna on her lap, started breastfeeding him, and she continued to churn the curd with both her hands. At that time, it suddenly came to Yashoda's mind that she had kept boiling milk in the stove. Many people forget that in our homes as well. Atriptam utsrijya javena sayayau utsicyamane payasitvadhishrite. Oh, Yashoda recalled, I have kept boiling milk in the stove. I have to switch off the stove. Yashoda left Krishna down. She put the ropes down and went to the kitchen to switch off the stove. Krishna got angry. My thirst, hunger are not quenched. I was not done with consuming mother's milk. How dare you leave me abruptly? How dare you leave me down and go to kitchen to switch off your stove? My stomach is not even half full. How dare you leave me? Krishna got angry. Shuka Brahma vividly describes the anger of Krishna. Sanjata kopas puritarunadharam sandarshya dadbir dhadimanta bhajanam bitva mrishashrur drishadasmana rakaha jagasa hayyangavam antaram gataha. Krishna was biting his lips with anger. Sanjata kopas puritarunadharam. He was biting his lips. His eyes turned red. He was shedding fake tears. He took the churning rod. We say mathu. The churning rod. Krishna took it in his hands and hit the curd pot with that rod. A huge blow with the churning rod on that curd pot, and it was a splash, a blast. The curd pot burst into pieces. Curd was running as a river. As curd splashed everywhere, it was running as a river. The pot broken into pieces. Something emerges. Hayyangavinam, our fresh butter, Krishna's favorite. Wow, I got what I wanted. Now the pot is broken. Curd is splashed. Curd is running like a river. Let me take my property. Krishna took that Hayyangavinam and he went to the backyard. Now Yashoda, who had gone to the kitchen, now she comes back. Hey, there was a huge sound, a blast. What happened? Is it any demon or demoness? What is it? Because Krishna was born, 4-5 days passed, a huge damal sound was heard. What is that damal? Yashoda came and saw. Putana, a demoness. 6 months passed. A sound, chada chada, chada chada. What is that chada chada? Yashoda came and saw. A cart wheel was broken, Shakatasura. Krishna was around 1 year old. Another sound, a bang was heard. It was Trinavartasura in the form of a cyclone. Now another blast. Yashoda was afraid. This time it is Putana, Shakatasura, Trinavartasura. What Asura this time? Yashoda was worried. Oh, my son should be safe. What happened to my son? Yashoda came, but she realized this is not the work of any demon or demoness. This is the work of our butter bandit. Yashoda saw the pot was broken into pieces. Curd had splashed everywhere. Curd was running as a river. Yashoda saw all the chaos. She realized the entire chaos was created by Krishna. The same Krishna who has created the cosmos has created this chaos as well. You see, in English, chaos is the antonym for cosmos. We call the universe as cosmos because everything goes in an orderly manner. Chaos means disorderly manner. The Lord who has created the cosmos in orderly manner has created this chaos in a disorder. Okay, this is all the mischief of Krishna, she realized. What is the proof? What is the proof to say that it was Krishna? Because some sound is coming. Now I have to find out who is that child who is making that noise. I need some proof. What can I do? One thing, I can ask the neighbor, who is shouting? Please check and ensure that the child is silent. I can tell them. Other thing is, I can do one more thing. I myself can take my mobile phone and just take a video who is shouting and then show, see, this child is shouting. It disturbs not only myself, it disturbs other people also. So if the child remains silent, all people can listen attentively. Otherwise, if Upanyasaka's concentration gets disturbed, so far I believe this Upanyasam was good, but I cannot guarantee the same. So if it becomes silent, it will be good for everybody, I can say. Similarly, if you have to prove that Krishna did that, you should have some evidence. The evidence is, pot was broken to pieces. Curd was running as a river. Curd had splashed everywhere. The churning rod, it was there on one side. But butter was missing. Butter is missing, butter bandit is also missing. So it is Krishna. Now Yashoda has to find out where is Krishna. She need not look for any other evidence. Krishna had walked to the backyard with his feet soaked in curd. We put Sri Jayanti column in our homes. Krishna entering into our puja home. The first column was put by Lord Krishna himself with his feet soaked in that curd. He had walked towards the backyard. Yashoda followed that curd coated footprints towards the backyard. Ulu khalangre uparivyavasthitam markaya kamam datatam shuchismitam hayangavam chaurya vishankitekshanam nirikshya paschat sutamagamachanaihi. Yashoda came to the backyard. She was surprised to see Krishna was sitting on a mortar. He had the entire Hayangavinam in his hands. He gave one part of that butter to a monkey. The remaining part he was consuming. That monkey did not consume the butter. It anointed its face with the butter. Just like cricket players applying sunscreen on their faces, this monkey had anointed its entire face with this butter. Do you know who that monkey was? Hanuman. Lord Hanuman, who has done all service to Lord Rama and still existing as Chiranjeevi, and wherever we chant Ramayana, yatra yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam, tatra tatra kritam astakanjalim, bashpavari paripurna lochanam, that same Maruti, he accompanied Krishna in all his childhood pastimes, mischiefs, everything. As Krishna stole butter and gave a part to that Hanuman in the form of a monkey, he said, this is Mahaprasadam, Krishna Prasadam. I will anoint my entire body. I will smear it all through my body. And Hanuman applied it on his body. From that point only, the tradition of applying butter to the divine body of Hanuman came into vogue. Still we say, Vennai Kapu Hanuman, anointing butter to the divine body of Hanuman, started by Lord Krishna only. Oh, Yashoda said, what is this? Krishna, is this home renovation or is this a crime scene? You have created that kind of a chaos. Because such chaos will be there in two places only. One, home renovation. Two, a crime scene. Your mischief has led to a lot of chaos, and all those butter I myself have churned with my hands. Kasum Perapum, Kalakalappa Kaipertu, Vasanarunkural Aichir, Matinal Osai Padita, Tairavam, and churned all this curd and extracted butter. You are giving that to a monkey. That monkey is applying it on its face, and you are smiling sarcastically on me. Krishna, you are uncontrollable. I will beat you. Oh child, you are uncontrollable. Not that child. Not that child. Krishna, you are uncontrollable. If you continue the same beyond this, I am going to beat you. Not with a stick. Can we beat a child with a stick? No, no. She took a rope. I will beat you with the rope. Yashoda took a rope in her hand and tried to beat Krishna. Krishna started running. Thus far he was. So that's a good idea. If you can't be silent, you can start running. So Krishna now started running. Yashoda started chasing. Krishna, who was seated on the mortar, he was running. Yashoda chasing. Krishna running. Yashoda chasing. Krishna running. Yashoda chasing. Shukha Brahmam describes Gopyan vadhavatna yamapa gopinam kshamam pravetum tapaseritam manaha. Here Shukha Brahmam says, the Lord who cannot be caught by the minds of yogis who perform penance. The Lord who cannot be caught even by the minds of yogis who perform penance was caught by the hands of Yashoda. The Lord who cannot be caught even by the minds of yogis doing penance was caught by Yashoda. Thondaradi Podiyalvarin Thirumalai Pennulam Sadayananum Piramanum Unnai Kanban Ennila Ooji Tavam Seidar Velginirpe. Yashoda caught Krishna. How? Because of pure love. If you have pure love towards God, you can catch hold of Him. Not only that, Kritagasam tam prarudantamakshini kashantamanjan mashini swapanina udvikshamanam bhayavikhvalekshanam haste grihitva vishayantyavagurat. Yashoda, she caught Krishna and tried to beat him with the rope. Krishna started acting. Action King Krishna. Now he started acting. How? With kajal coated tears rolling on his cheeks. Ma, are you going to beat me? Kritagasam tam prarudantamakshini. His kajal coated eyes were shedding tears, and the tears had the mixture of kajal in them. And as Krishna just wiped out his tears, the kajal coated tears got smeared on his cheeks. Kashanta manjan mashini swapanina. His trembling lips, they were coated with butter. Just like French beard, Krishna always has a French beard which is of butter. Butter coated lips, they were trembling. Eyes filled with fear. Udvikshamanam bhayavikhvalekshanam haste grihitva vishayantyavagurat. Krishna joined his hands together and showed Anjali Mudra to Yashoda. Just think of it. The Lord towards whom the entire world joins his hands together and worships. That Lord joined his hands together and worshipped Yashoda. A beautiful Tamil translation has been given for this verse by Kulasegara Perumal. முழுதும் வெண்ணை அடைந்து தொட்டுண்ணும் முகிழஞ்சிறு தாமரை கையும் எழில்கொள் தாம்பு கொண்டு அடிப்பதற்கு எழுகு நிலையும் வெண்தயிர் தோய்ந்த செவ்வாய் அழுகையும் அஞ்சி நோக்கும் அந்நோக்கும் அணிகொள் செஞ்சிறுவாய் நெளிப்பதுவும் தொழுகையும் இவை கண்ட அசோதை தொல்லை இன்பத்து இறுதி கண்டாளே. கிருதாகசம் தம் பிரருதந்த மக்ஷினி கஷந்த மஞ்சன் மஷினி ஸ்வபாணினா உத்விக்ஷமானம் பயவிஹ்வலேக்ஷணம் ஹஸ்தே கிரஹித்வா விஷயந்தவாகுரத். Immediately seeing the actions of Krishna, Yashoda said, "No, I can't beat you. I can't beat you. I should not beat you. But I won't leave you. Because I have to put a full stop. Already time is 7:40. I have to put a full stop to your, not lecture. I have to put a full stop to your mischiefs. So, I am going to bind you to the mortar. You can't run anywhere. I will bind you to the mortar." Saying so, Yashoda, instead of beating him with that rope, she tied that rope on the abdomen of Krishna. Nachantar na bahiryasya na purvam na pichaparam purvaparam bahischantaha jagatoyo jagachayaha. Yashoda fastened 3 coils of rope around Krishna's waist and tied a knot. Shukha Brahmam says the Lord has no exterior, no interior. He has nothing in front, nothing to the back. He is the exterior and interior of the universe. He is in front, he is in the back. Sa eva dhastat sa uparishtat sa paschat sa purastat sa dakshinatah sa uttaratah sa evedang sarvam. He is in the front, he is to the back, he is above, he is below, he is everywhere, says Chandogya Upanishad. That Lord, Yashoda, considering him as her own child, condensed that Lord within 3 coils of rope. Tammatva atmajam avyaktam martyalingam adhokshajam gopika ulukhale damna babandha prakritam yatha. Effortlessly, she condensed the entire Lord into 3 coils of rope and tied a knot. Is it enough? No, she has to bind him to the mortar. Yashoda took one more rope. Now imagine rope A, rope B. Rope A fastened 3 coils on the abdomen of Krishna and tied a knot. Now rope B, she fastened 3 coils of this rope B around the mortar, waist of mortar. There is a waist for the mortar, right? 3 coils around the mortar and put a knot. Taddama badhyamanasya swarbhakasya kritagasah dvyangulonam abhuttena sandadenyacha gopika. Now 2 inches gap was there. Rope A, 3 coils around Krishna and a knot. Rope B, 3 coils around the mortar and a knot. Now 2 inches gap between rope A and rope B. You have to bridge the knot to bind Krishna to the mortar. How can you bridge? One more rope. Why? She can pull. Exactly. The reason is she could not pull rope A as well as rope B. Reason is the mortar was very heavy. So if she pulls that rope B, the heavy mortar, she cannot move that. She can pull rope A. No, it will be painful to Krishna. She didn't want to harm Krishna. She wanted to warn Krishna. Warning, harming, they are different. Punishment to children is just to warn them and not to harm them. So Yashoda didn't want to pull Krishna. She could not pull the mortar. So Yashoda brought another rope and tied to rope A. But evam swageha damani Yashoda sandadhatyapi gopinam susmayantinam smayanti vismita bhavat. Krishna didn't move. Mortar didn't move. Yashoda added another rope. But 2-inch gap remains as it is. How? Okay, Yashoda said there might be some mistake in my calculation. Yashoda brought a new rope, tied it to the old rope. Krishna didn't move. Mortar didn't move. But the same 2-inch gap again remains. Yashoda brought one more rope, again tied it to the earlier rope. Here Krishna did not move, mortar did not move, but 2-inch gap remains again. All the gopis in that locality assembled together to check how Yashoda was binding Krishna. They all started making fun of Yashoda as well. Her body started perspiring, her hair locks were disheveled, her garments got shambolic, and she called out to Krishna, Krishna, I have used all the ropes in our home, yet I am unable to bind you. Can't you help me, Krishna? She asked. Can't you help me? Krishna said, you should have asked it right at the beginning itself. If you want to bind me, you should ask my help. If you go on taking your efforts, I will let you take all efforts. You should have resorted to me right at the beginning. Swamatuhu svinnagatrayaha visrasta kabarasrajaha dritva parishramam Krishnaha kripayasit swabandhane. Krishna took pity on Yashoda. Oh mother, okay, you want to tie me? Okay. Krishna enabled Yashoda to bind him to the mortar. Those 2 ropes came together and Yashoda bound him to the mortar. Please note it, Yashoda did not bind Krishna. Krishna enabled Yashoda to bind him, because unless he himself comes down, we cannot reach out to him. That's why Madhura Kavigal said, Kanni nun siru thambinal Kattunda Perumayan. No, Kattunda Panniya Perumayan. Kattunda Perumayan means Yashoda bound Krishna. Kattunda Panniya Perumayan means Krishna made Yashoda to bind him. Without his assistance, without his grace, we can never attain him. That's the message conveyed here. Now Yashoda binds Krishna to that mortar. Evam sandarshita hyanga harina bhritya vashyata swavashena pi krishnena yasyedam sweshwaram vashe. This is an excellent shloka in Bhagavatam. God submits himself to the pure love of devotees. He cannot be caught by arrogance. If we are arrogant, we cannot attain him at any cost. But If we develop pure love towards Him, the Lord who has the entire universe under His control, the Lord who cannot be controlled by anybody else, the Lord who He is under His own control, will come under the control of devotees who have pure love towards Him. To put it simple, our acharyas like Ramanuja carry this mudra, Chin mudra, Upadesha mudra we say. Among the many explanations for this, one of those explanations is everyone can just try for a warm-up, because you might be very tired after 60 minutes of discourse. So just do this warm-up. You have to touch the tip of the index finger with the tip of your thumb without moving the index finger. Touch the tip of the index finger with the tip of your thumb without moving the index finger at all. Index finger should be here only. Your thumb should move upwards and the tip of the thumb should touch the tip of the index finger. Is it possible? Anybody? Those who are shouting? No. Okay, now try the reverse. You should not move the thumb. Just move the index finger. Tip of the index finger should touch the tip of the thumb. Is it possible? Yes. It has come. Thumb is Jivatma, index finger is Paramatma. Whatever this thumb Jivatma tries, it cannot touch Paramatma. Only if the index finger Paramatma comes down, we can attain Him. We cannot attain Him with our efforts. We can attain Him only through His grace. Now Yashoda, though she may be a weak lady, Duryodhana tried to tie Krishna. He couldn't do it. But Yashoda was able to do it because pure love, God comes down and He submits Himself to His devotees. Yashoda, thus after binding Krishna to the mortar, went to perform all her domestic chores. Krishnastu grihagrityeshu vyagrayam matari prabhu adrakshit arjunau purvam guhyakau dhanadatmajau. Krishna, being tied to that mortar, looked at the backyard and he saw two Yamanarjuna trees, a twin tree. They were the sons of Kubera, Nalakuvara and Manigriva. They were cursed by sage Narada to become trees. Krishna looked at them, oh, this is time to deliver them from that curse. So, Krishna, he just started crawling along with the mortar so that he can deliver them from their curse. Ityantarena Arjunayoho Krishnastu Yamayoryayau Atmanirvesha Matrena Tiryagata Mulukalam. Krishna was crawling, the mortar tied to Krishna. That also followed Lord Krishna. Krishna went in between those trees. Punare nindra maramirandin naduve pona mudalvavo. There was a small gap between those twin Yamalarjuna trees. That was enough for little Krishna to pass. That was enough for the rope as well. But the mortar got stuck in between. Krishna pulled the mortar hard. Both trees were uprooted. They fell down with a huge terrible sound. Balena nirkashayatanva gulu kalam tat damodarena tarasot kalitangri bandhav nishpetatuf parama vikramitati vepa skandha pravala vitapau krita chanda shabdau. Now a sound, chanda, a huge sound. Those trees were uprooted. Nalakuvara and Manigriva, the sons of Kubera, they emerged from those trees and they started composing hymns on Krishna and praising Him. An excellent verse in Bhagavatam. Nalakuvara and Manigriva pray to Krishna. Vani gunanu kathane Shravanau kathayam hastaucha karmasu manastava padayornaha smrityam shirastava nivasa jagat praname drittis satam darshanestu bhavattanunam. Our words should always speak about your glories. Our ears should always listen to your stories. Our hands should always serve you, involved in kainkariam. Our mind should always think about your lotus feet. Our head should always bow down towards your vigraham. Our eyes should always have darshan of your devotees. Please bless us with this. This was said by Kulasekara in Mukundamala as well. Jikve kirtaya keshavam muraripum cheto bhaja sridharam panirdvandva samarchaya achyuta kathaha ಶ್ರೋತ್ರದ್ವಯತ್ವಂ ಶೃಣು ಕೃಷ್ಣಂ ಲೋಕಯ ಲೋಚನದ್ವಯ ಹರೇರ್ಗಚ್ಚಾಂಗ್ರಿ ಯುಗ್ಮಾಳಯಂ ಜಿಗ್ರಗ್ರಾಣ ಮುಕುಂದಪಾದ ತುಳಸೀಂ ಮೂರ್ಧನ್ ನಮಾಧೋಕ್ಷಜಂ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ ದೆಮ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಬಿ ಡಿವೋಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಮೀ. ತದ್ಗಚ್ಚತಂ ಮತ್ಪರಮೌ ನಳಕೂಬರ ಸಾಧನಂ ಸಂಜಾತೋ ಮಯಿ ಭಾವೋ ವಾಂ ಈಪ್ಸಿತಃ ಪರಮೋ ಭವಃ. ಐ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ ಯು, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎಂಡೋಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಡಿವೋಷನ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಮೀ. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಬಿ ಎಂಡೋಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಡಿವೋಷನಲ್ ಸರ್ವೀಸ್. ದೇ ವೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಕುಬೇರ ಲೋಕ, getting rid of their curse. Now, listening to that huge sound, just like those sound made by those children, that huge sound, hearing that, Nandagopa, Yashoda, everybody came. They were shocked to see two trees uprooted on the floor. Krishna on one side, mortar on the other side, rope in between. They were shocked. Had those trees fallen a few inches that side, we can't imagine what would have happened to Lord Krishna. Nandagopa scolded Yashoda, hereafter you should not tie child like this. Yashoda said sorry, and Yashoda let loose Krishna from that bond to martyr. Till Yashoda released him, Krishna was still bound to that martyr, because God binds himself to the devotees. For how long? Till the devotee releases him. Till the devotee releases him, God remains bound to them. Now Yashoda released Krishna. This shows that God is always submissive to his devotees. He becomes a slave to the pure love of devotees. If we love him, he will do whatever we ask. Not only that, just imagine the Nalakubara Manigriva. They became trees because of the curse from Narada. Who delivered them from their curse? Krishna? Krishna didn't touch them. Krishna went in between. Rope? No. Mortar. Actually, it was the mortar which got stuck. Krishna pulled the mortar. Trees got uprooted, got sapa vimochanam. That shows that the association of the people who are associated with the devotees who are associated with Bhagavan, that itself is enough to remove all our sins and curses. Just imagine, Krishna is God. The rope is devotee associated with Krishna. Martyr is the devotee's devotee associated with Krishna's devotee. The devotees themselves are capable of removing all our sins and curses. Not only that, Krishna loves people associated with his devotees. That's why he was very much intent on stealing butter. Why did he steal butter? Just think of one thing. Did Krishna steal butter anywhere else other than Gokulam? What is so special about the butter of Gokulam? My Acharya, Dr. Sri Uve Karunagaracharya Swami, has written a beautiful work called Bhagavad Gunadarshaha, highlighting the essence of each chapter of Bhagavatam. An excellent kavyam, Bhagavad Gunadarshaha. In that he says, why was Krishna so specific about the butter of gopis? Because it was the butter of gopis. It had the sparsham, the touch of the hands of gopis. Any object which is associated with his devotees is dear to Bhagavan. If an object is dear to his devotee, that object becomes dear to Bhagavan. So if we want to get the blessings of Bhagavan, what should we do? We should associate ourselves with devotees. We should come to satsangam. Here we can see our Kiran Vedantam and his fellow satsang members. They are all doing lot of good things. Kainkariyam. Just associated with that satsangam. If we become the associates of devotees, Bhagavan will automatically bless us, because devotees are gopis. The people associated with devotees are like butter. If we become devotees of devotees, we will become butter, and Krishna will come in search of this butter. That's the essence. This was said by Bhagavad Ramanuja. I am not saying this myself. Ramanuja, the great saint, philosopher, religious reformer, social worker, commentator, devotee, jnani, and what not. 1000 years ago, Ramanuja incarnated on this earth and spread the true philosophy of Vedas, Visishtadvaita, to all people. Before leaving to the celestial abode, Ramanuja gave us 6 instructions. Please follow these 6 instructions in life. I wish to conclude this discourse with those 6 points because it is closely related to Krishna Leela. Point number 1. Learn Sri Bhashyam from Acharya and teach that to others. Very difficult. It is in Sanskrit. Okay, number 2. If you are unable to do that, learn Nammalvar's Thiruvaimozhi from Acharya and teach it to others along with commentary. No, these days Tamil is also difficult. Okay, number 3. Learn Rahasya mantras. Tirumantram Dvayam Charama Shlokam. Learn those mantras and their meanings and always think of them. Always is difficult. Occasionally we can do. Okay. Number 4. Go to Melkote Tirunarayanapuram and develop a hut there. Stay there and serve Lord Selva Pillai, Yatiraja Sampath Kumara. No, we can't leave all our job. We can't go to Melkote and serve. Okay, number 5. Go to any Divya Desham. Do whatever service possible to God. Do Divya Desha Kainkaryam. It is also difficult. We are all placed in foreign land. How can we go to Divya Desham and do service? Difficult. Okay, number 6, Ramanuja says, if you find any Sri Vaishnava devotee who is following all these things, just be associated with him. That is enough to receive the blessings of Bhagavan. This everybody can do. Just be in the association of a devotee, whether you do anything or not. Be in the association of devotee. Butter did not do anything. It was associated with gopis. Krishna came in search of butter. You just be in satsang, in the association of devotees. Bhagavan will definitely come to you. You need not go in search of Bhagavan. Bhagavan will come to us, bless us abundantly, both in this world and also the other. With this, once again I thank Kiran Vedantam and all his friends and all Astikas for giving me this wonderful opportunity to deliver this discourse on this sweet topic, Krishna Leelas in Gokulam, in the sweet city of Bern, in front of the sweet audience who clapped very, very often. And I sing Pallandu to Lord Krishna to conclude. Mangalam Yadavendraya, Maganiya Gunabdaye, Vasudeva Tanujaya, Vasudevaya Mangalam, Mangalashasana Paraihi, Madacharya Purogamaihi, Sarvaishcha Purvai Racharyahi, Satkritaya Astu Mangalam. If you have any questions, you can ask.